And welcome back to the stream. It is Monday evening, and we're going to be playing some Factorio. I just spent the entire dang weekend doing my visa extension paperwork, but I think everything is in order, and I've got my biometrics appointment on the 10th. So hopefully I'll be able to stay in the UK for another 2.5 years, if everything goes well. Hey, Pocket Wolf, how is it going? Um, Other news. I'm going away on Friday to Wales. There's a baby fur caravan trip that they've been planning all year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to see a lot of old friends, a lot of new friends. There's a lot of family activities to sign up for. It'll be my first time going, so it should be quite interesting. And also, I finally bit the bullet. I've had a healthy amount of savings for quite some time, and I've just really been very frugal about spending, right? So I'm not in the habit of buying a lot of toys for myself, but I'm at the point with streaming now that I think I had to get a new graphics card for the desktop PC, a proper streaming mic, so I've got a Quadcast S sitting in the box just in the corner there. Got a new headset coming in, so I'll be able to hear myself in real time. Um, and a capture card so I can send the signal from my PC into my laptop so I can use my laptop for monitoring the stream and the desktop for actually playing the game. So proper streaming setup finally. But it'll take me a little while to get it all set up and configured to my liking. So that'll be exciting. You might hear an increase in voice quality tomorrow or Thursday. But also because I'm going on a long road trip, I might be missing the Monday Factorio stream next week. Not gonna lie, it's cold and I'm warm, so I might nap. Aw. Yeah, when you're all bundled up, it's hard to resist the EPs. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, big bug. I think what you saw there was a strafer from Gleba, which we haven't been to yet. Ah, right. And when I left off last, I was trying to kill this demolisher here. Um, I may be a little bit underpowered, but we'll try this again. We'll just aggro him and we'll just lure him over here. And we'll try tossing a lot of poison here and like lure him directly into it. Whoops. Nope. So I'm being killed by explosion damage, it looks like. The problem is these guys have 30,000 health and a lot of HP regeneration. So the preferred tactic for dealing with them is stacking a lot of poison damage and getting them to like coil in on themselves. And yeah, I think what I'm gonna need is like power shields and just better equipment. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Um, Actually, probably the real play is like I want to go to Fulgora like now. I want to go unlock electromagnetic plants so that I can finally upgrade my red ship and green ship factories. Because like they're kind of struggling a little bit. Um, but the more red ships that I consume, the more plastic gets consumed, and coal is kind of a finite resource here on Vulcanus. You can see I've already mined all of this coal right here, so I don't want to be going through it too fast. I mean, this whole game is work. The whole thing is that you gotta love the process, really. But yeah, so where was I? Last session we upgraded science and we buffed up, we added military science and buffed up purple. Looks like I can upgrade these and stick productivity modules in them. Let's see. Let's do module slots and 2 productivities. Yeah, we'll upgrade those to those. We'll upgrade these to those, and productivity, if possible. Yeah. So that should be good. And also, why don't we go ahead and do a full. Yeah, we'll just do like an omnibus upgrader. I'd rather play with my plushies. I mean, that's entirely fair. There we go. So let's get rid of that. Move that there. There we go. Prod modules. We don't really need prod modules in those. Actually, yeah, we'll just do that. Autobus? Autobus? Wait, why are you saying Autobus? I'm saying prod modules. Now, whether I am or amn't big enough for school is a matter of fierce debate. I say I am, but all of the grown-ups say I'm not. So, there's the jury is out on that one. Let's see. Is there something I could do like really fast with these? Like if I move this down. Say this could be a storage chest instead. And stick that in there. Okay. So that would free up some room, correct? And then I could take some speed beacons and just kind of stick them here. And then I can, oh, can I not put prod modules in here? Yeah, I can. Yeah. So that would improve production marginally, I think. Could even upgrade these to prod 2s. But we're missing prod 2s. They're still under construction. Because these are my prod module factories right now. Um, they're all manual. Okay, so that's the most I'll do in terms of upgrading for the time being. Let's. Oop. One last thing. I need to hook up. I need to hook that up, and possibly. I mean, that's all making it to the end, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, I just really need those EM plants to really get started. Um, and I can like stick one there, 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 there. Oops. That's interfering with that. Yeah, that's fine. Not there, but... And not there either. Okay, well... Yeah, that works actually. It's a nice, nice little gap. And how about productivity science? Those are already +2s. They're speed moduled already, and we're low on furnaces because we're low on red chips. And we're low on red chips because these are these still have to kick on at full capacity. So what have we done? Plus 16% productivity. And not enough plastic. Okay, let's upgrade our plastic belts. And we'll upgrade copper wires while we're at it. I love when all the belts come and get replaced all at once. All right, now that's all kicked on. Let's move on. Let's move on, he says, and then immediately goes and checks on science one last time. Anyways, so what we were doing is we were designing a new space platform. Now, this is already quite large, and I was doing some thinking offline, and I think 7 engines is overkill. So how about I just do something like that? Um, Actually, we could do something even better. Um, so let's see. I'm going to get rid of all of that and that. So there's one boundary and there's the other boundary, right? So if I just do like 4 engines, just all in a straight row, that is aligned. Um, if I move them, wait, yeah, that's perfectly aligned, right? Um, but I'm gonna need one tile on the end here, one tile on the end there. Um, I could, hmm, thinking. Right, we'll do 2 plants each. And then we're gonna need 2 for ice melting, I think. Um, we're going to power this with solar panels for the time being. And accumulators, of course. So let's see. Can I flip them? No, you can't flip them. But you can do something really interesting by staggering them like that. And if you do that, then you can actually reduce the necessary width of the platform by 1. So for example, I would have Oxidizer come in here. So it would extend out to there, right? And then I can stick fuel in there and have that come out. So this will feed all the way up through there, which eliminates the need for that extra bit there. So all 4 of these are being fueled by just this one extra pipe at the end. It looks really funky, but I actually like that. Later on, I might add more thrusters, but for now, we'll see what we can get away with a skinny ship build. Right. Okay, so... Is that Jimmy Wooster? Yeah, it is. He's a sailor. Um, hmm. Could even... All right, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm deciding against it. I mean, No, we'll commit to this for now. But I'm going to redo this, 'cause this is definitely wasting space. Let's instead simply daisy chain our turrets. So like that, and then they come forward. Um, Pepsi Max, Pepsi Max bottle. I love it. My mom recently sent us a care package which included these shark mugs. They're like imagine the big gulps from 7-Eleven, but they're just like big great white sharks on the top. And they come from the Jolly Roger. It's great. So we'll stick one there, one there. Maybe not like that. Also, this is a problem. Let's whitelist only ammunition. And yeah, we'll just go um, like a single line like that, maybe. Is that enough to punch through that many asteroids? Nah, I'm thinking I might need a little bit more firepower. So we'll do two sets like that. Yeah, two sets like that. So that there. And this extends out by one more. That's fine. For symmetry's sake, I'm just going to reduce this by one. And this can overlap there, overlap there, and we'll deal with the rest later. Right. So we have some belts to put in. I think that reaches. Yes. Yes, that's fine. And there. Now, if I output asteroids, I've got to output them on that side of the belt so that it's on the inside. Pop in, say I'm okay, just taking a break. 17 weeks pregnant today. Holy cow! Congratulations. Um, I hope it's going well for you. Um, Definitely take it easy. Make sure you eat your canned peaches if that's your thing. Yeah. I'm just here designing my space platform for efficient travel through space. I had a very bootleg sort of approach to get myself to Vulcanus, and all that's really necessary to get started on space science is this. Ooh, wait, this is an oh. What's going on here? Oh, I'm not limiting uh the amount of ammo being produced. Will enable if how many oh, I want this to read contents of the belt. This will enable if ammunition is less than, oh, that's way too much, 150. Yeah, see you again soon. Like I said, take care of yourself, and hope everything works out for you. Right, these are limiting the amount of asteroids on the belt, but I've overdone it on the ammunition. We can now put that back online, I think. Hello, Jules. Let's see. Let's pop back to Vulcanus and just send up a few more repair packs. Read orbital requests. Set requests. Okay. And we'll just we'll add a few more repair packs. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Things are still kind of hectic at work, but I'm happy to be working on the base again. Okay, that's good. Let's trash that. Let's go ahead and fill up the cargo bay. We'll deliver this to 2. So that should repair itself, and now ammo is being limited, so we're producing space science again. Okay, good. I guess I should also limit this on how much space science there is. Let's make sure that we don't have any more than 2,000. 2,000's a pretty good buffer. Okay, that's repaired. And now the repair packs are going. Good. That'll be good for a while. So back to designing our space platform. We got stuff there, stuff there. That's jumping over there. So let's see. These take carbon and water. What's the easiest way to do this? Could do it like that, and this here, and then maybe like that. Okay, well, for symmetry's sake, let's go ahead and bring this back down. Um, yeah, we can do that. Um, hmm. Nah, that's jank. Um, that can come down here, just like that. Good. I don't know. This now looks even worse than before. Yeah, we'll just go back to our old design. Um, so there and there. Hmm. Then I guess I can put some solar panels and stuff in the gaps here. If I stick a gun turret down here, will it reach? No. One turret at the bottom. Okay. Do I want a storage tank? That's a question. No, we'll just make it on demand. If I want more power later, then I'm just going to redesign this with nuclear plants instead. But in the meantime, so iron ore goes there. carbon goes there. And then ice goes there. Okay. So we've got our inputs. We've got that set up. Um, yeah. Okay. So now all we need is a boatload of furnaces to make ammo with. So um, we've got our iron, or sorry, our ice maker. It's just going to go there. Let's go ahead and run the ammo belt all the way down. Or asteroid belt, sorry. All right, I only need carbon for fuel, I think. Yeah, carbon for fuel. So we'll put that here. Just good. Our ice machine goes here. Actually, I can just put the crusher directly where it needs to go. As long as I leave that. Ice and ice. Oops. Oxide chunks go out. And oxide chunks go in, oxide chunks go out. And then on this side, we need one metallic asteroid crusher. Right, I can make this even more compact. Hold on. Yeah, like that. Just for the avoidance of doubt, just put filters on this. We don't need that. Can move this closer. That's good. This only takes, oops, whitelist carbon. Good. So that's that, and that. Ice and ice. We can flip this vertically just because. There, that should do. And that leaves this entire space up here for ammo production. Which I can do something with this, I believe. That might be pushing it. Right, because I need iron plates, not just iron ore. Right. So we're going to do something like this. Something like this. No, where do I want to put this? At the same time, I don't really, if I can possibly avoid it, I would like to simply make this into a proper ammo belt. So I think I'll do that. Or I could move that like that. No, that doesn't quite work, does it? Actually, that does work better. Okay, so these can come back down. And just like that, and like that. Perfect. And that just gives a slight bit more room to work with here. Right, so we can have an ammo belt that feeds all the way up. We could swap these positions, make that more compact. Yeah, that's fine. So we could just have that. So one output here and one output here. Or even like that. Now, it doesn't quite cover the whole range, so maybe there? In which case we have that problem again. Like that sort of works, but this thruster will still be exposed, I think. So, um, so there. I don't know if that'll reach. We will find out. But that will cover the entire stern of the ship. This takes 5 per second and outputs 1. A single bulk consider ought to do. We're simply going to, um, hmm, could we do this a bit better? Let's drag this down, because this way we can fill this whole side with solar panels. And we'll go back to doing this. Well, actually, that has to be the way it is, I think. Let's not mess with it too much. Furnaces or foundries. Can we put foundries here? Yes, we can. Ooh, now that's a thought. So if we could just cast iron directly, and then iron ore melting. So that takes iron ore and calcite. So we're going to need a calcite input. Give me calcite. Where's calcite? There. Stack size 50. Let's import 200. Because this requires 1 calcite per 500 molten iron. And that's a 10-to-1 ratio. So that's 50. 1 calcite can make 50 plates. Times 1.5 times 1.5. That's about that's like 225, isn't it? Yeah. So that's good. 6.2 per second. This can crush 10 per second. This will consume 25 molten iron, and this produces almost 100. Okay. Right, it's coming together slowly. Right. 6 per second, and one of these will make 10. So I actually only need one. This makes 93 per second, and these will consume almost 100 for two. So we can just do something like that, maybe. Um, hmm. Let me think about this. We, I, hmm. It definitely should be a carousel. Let's go ahead and put the collectors back in. One there, one there, one there. These are outputting to the inside of the belt. I just have to keep track of that. These will consume 5 iron per second to make 1 ammo per second. So I really only need... if I have 3 of these, that is... I gotta do the math. Or if I have 3 of these, then I can support 2 of those. Okay, so 1 foundry making molten iron, and 3 making iron. That's 3.75 per second. Hold on a second. Okay, that's fine. Let's queue up some more science then. Um, tank, laser weapons, laser shooting speed. Uh, I need energy shields. If I do defenders and distractors, that requires yellow. Right, those do laser damage, which are useless to me, but destroyers do electric damage, which can take out um the demolishers. So I might do that later, but for now, I can't do any of these yellow sciences just yet. Flamethrower, that's for later. When I go back to novice, I'll do flamethrower attack. I guess I can just get some of this out of the way. Nah, it's not the way that I play. There. And then some more mining productivity. Maybe I should adjust this and just have them go all along the outside instead. That would give me a lot more room to work with. And if I recall correctly, well, I don't actually know which direction these will go. I guess we'll find out. Nah, 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 nah. We'll just we'll run the ammo belt up through here like that. That's fine. Or no, we'll have it hugging. Okay. So, where were we? Um, right, there's my ammo belt. Sorry, it's just a lot of finagling to get this to work. Maybe it makes more sense. Stick that out there for a second. Maybe that makes more sense. Right. That's... now I'm cooking. There, and then so this makes 4 per second. So I'm really only gonna need like 2 fast inserters at most. And if these are going on green belts, then I don't need to worry about like capacity either. They can just go. If I move that over, this over, like I don't actually need full asteroid collector coverage. That's just a nice to have. But if I do this, then we could do that. And we can even put beacons in here. So let's do that. Well, we'll just do beacons like that, or you know what I mean. Boom, boom, boom. Assembling machine 3s. Right, we're very, very close to done. So now just need those. 2 fast to go out. And they'll just go on the same belt, that's fine. And this can go down. Which means we can now compress. And that is almost full coverage. We'll just move it down slightly to compensate. All right. Now, that's still not very compact. Um, in fact, we could probably do a little bit better with something like this. We can lay this flat. And then shrinks it by another 2. But yes, this is looking good. So that defends the middle, this defends the stern, and this all defends the aft, or the bow if you prefer. Okay, so requesting calcite, and just like an injection of ammo to get started. And then finally, we need a way to dump excess asteroids. Which we can do here. We just need a arithmetic combinator for each signal divided by 50. Let's make it 100. Yeah, 50 is fine. We'll make it 100. These are big. Hold all belts. Yeah, just one. That's fine. But it does need a just like that. That's fine. Hold all belts. There we go. Right, now how about all of these asteroids? Um, yeah, that's good enough. And then we tile this baby with solar panels. Which, admittedly, we didn't leave a whole lot of room for that. Which itself might become a problem because now we only have space for like 6 solar panels. Oof. Um, do I make it wider? Do I make it longer? Do I improve the design? Hmm. I guess the easiest way would be to pull all of this down and just run this as individual pipes. I guess that works. Nice to haves are cargo bays, which like I could sacrifice that for cargo bay space. Um, but for now, I think we can just go with the regular hub, and then design something better later. I just want something that kind of goes and goes relatively quickly, and I won't have to worry about. So let's start building. All right. To start with, we want a space platform starter hub. Build space platform in Vulcanus orbit. Um, call this the Cutlass. Now, the first thing this is going to need is an absolute boatload of foundation. Wait, so what's it requesting? Oh, it's not requesting anything because we need to copy this. Boom. Okay, now it'll be requesting. I also want this to request repair packs from Vulcanus. Let's go ahead and put in the fast inserters and the gun turrets. And some belts. Well, yeah, let's just stick with the plan. We'll do all of the foundation all at once. Even if these asteroids come in and smash some of the foundation, It's easy to replace. And it's really not doing that much damage either. And we are now short on blue chips. Okay, everything's getting repaired gradually. More foundation, more foundation. Good, that's all good. While that's building, let's stand up some Kovarex stuff on Novice. Nuclear fuel, Kovarex. I just want Kovarex. How are we doing on fuel? We've got so much fuel. And this does not take... Oh, it does take productivity modules. What does that mean? Surely that doesn't mean it'll produce more 235. I mean, if that's the case, am I making prod 2 modules on Novice? I don't think I am. It's not important. Actually, this isn't important either. I should probably just leave that alone and go straight on to Fulgora. I can deal with deal with nuclear later at a later date. These guys are still struggling. Right, like I don't think we have problems with oh, we are kind of struggling on these though. That's better. give me more speed. Gradually being built. Alright, what are you struggling on? Rocket fuel, of all things. Let's make it 200. This is now a high throughput process. Yeah, and right, so now we have a little bit less light oil going into petroleum. That's fine. This is still going at like 100% speed. What about these? Are we full on heavy oil? And it looks like we're maintaining good throughput. They should really be sucking the pipes dry, is the thing. That's better. Same deal with these. It's not consuming enough. There we go. How about these? These are good. Good. And now it's nominal. And now we're fully backed up on tungsten plate, which is good to see. What's the issue here? Not enough steel? Oh, it's just a lot of managing production, isn't it? Alright, but we're close to being done on platform foundation. Soon enough, we'll be able to actually get this up and running and blast off to Polgora. And I've got an hour left to do that. So let's see. I could begin a care package. Let's try to Fulgora. And I want that logistic group here as well. So I want to bring 200 assembling machines, stacks to 50. That's fine. Bring 40 chemical plants. We're going to set up a mall when we get there as well, so we're not going to need this for too long. $100 of those, 50 of those. Pipe? We can make pipe when we're there. Pumps would be good to have. Just one stack of those. Well, we can just do like 10. Nah, we'll make some stuff on when we get there. But stuff we'll absolutely need. Some storage chests, some provider chests, some requester chests, some roboports. 20 roboports, some construction bots, some fast inserters, lots of transport belts. Actually, transport belts is going to take a whole lot of the rocket. Let's start with 1,000. We'll go from there. Turbo undergrounds. I want 200. Turbo splitters. Just 50 is fine. Foundries. Do I want foundries on Vulcanus? Let's take 20 of them. Pump jacks we won't need. Steam turbines, no. Centrifuge, no. Oil refinery, no. Electric furnaces, no. Offshore pumps we can make when we're there. Big mining drills we definitely need. Let's say just 20 of those will do. Any intermediates that I want? I don't think so. Can use some radars. Just like 10 radars. Storage tanks, steel chests, no. Refined concrete. Am I going to need refined concrete for anything? I'll need them for EM plants, but I'm going to make them on site. Concrete is, it comes directly from scrap, so I don't need that. Yeah, so fast inserters, long inserters, and then that should be good. $11,000. Oh, let's get some low density structure prod. These are 5,000 apiece, so let's get that up to speed. And then one more of each. Oh, we're very close. 126, so 3 more shipments of foundation. We're low on low density structures because we are no longer hooked up. That's my whoopsie. Right. So let's just help this out a little bit. Oh, Lord. We're low on molten copper, of all things. We need more lava. We also need to dump more stuff. Substations. Where are my substations? Um, all right, this is getting a bit hairy. Let's do this. Right, we've got we've got two coming in, and this needs to This needs to first balance to go to the right. No. No, 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 no. Alright, this goes to the right, first off. And any excess... We're going to prefer from the right as well. And that can go down. But also, why are my construction bots so slow to work? Right, no. This should not be hard. All I want is one output belt. Right, that prefers to go to the right. This prefers to output to the right. This will jump straight down and go straight to trash. And this will go straight down into trash. Yeah, that's good. Both of them have their dedicated trash lines. Which means both belts are free. Copper and iron are free to work as fast as they want. And it's still not quite enough molten copper, but we can upgrade that later. How are we doing on the cutlass? We are completely done on platforms. Happy days. That's weird. Okay, so now what order should we do this in? I definitely want the firearms to go first. Yeah, so let's go ahead and request those. And this wants calcite. So we'll just do one stack there, or one row. This can take 500. Okay. So maybe not like that, but we'll how am I gonna do this? I need like my ghost cursor, and I need like calcite in my cursor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then automatic requests. Okay, I seriously don't need that much though. Why is this so hard? Yeah, I think that's the way. Am I not making thrusters? Okay, that's good. No, 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 no. Don't trash unrequested. Oh no, I've got to wait for them to fill it up again. Okay, so not trash unrequested. Let's set it to none, and let's have this input. No. Smash, smash. It's fine. That many inserters, huh? Okay, it's beginning. Things are coming in. sick. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Now we just need set requests. Let's get some more of the stuff that we're missing. And I don't think I'm making... I'm not making efficiency 2 modules anywhere, am I? Okay. The asteroid belt is not online yet. Still needs some stuff. We are short on blue chips. Because we're short on green chips. Because we are always short on green chips. Alright, that's the most you're gonna get out of me. How are we doing on power? We're satisfied at least. And we're putting stuff on the belt. But the belt isn't finished yet. Because we're still low on blue chips. Because we're still low on green chips. We've got more than enough logistic bots to cover that. We just need more production. Please don't make me make a chip factory. I'm so close. I just want to be, like, done with this. Like, legitimately, we're so close to being done with, like, this platform. Just give me more green chips. Just give me more. Give me more copper cables. How are we doing on molten copper? We're doing fine, doing fine. Alright, that's better. This rocket's ready, let's go. Oh, it's being made. We're making stuff. Alright, we can take these off. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. Alright, and they're getting fueled. Oh, did I not put accumulators on here? Let's just stick some accumulators where we can. Alright, just need a handful more accumulators and some more calcites, and then we'll be good to go. But also, this is a bit annoying. Let's, oops. Let's request between 200 and 300? 400? Well, yeah. Whoops. So now I've got to pull it out of here, don't I? red chips. Need more red chips. Always needing more red chips. More green chips. More accumulators. Just one more. Alright, once that shipment of efficiency modules comes in, this thing should be fully functional. Like accumulator charge is nominal. Oh, there go all the. Oh, good. And how's power now? Yeah, look at that. Our power consumption dropped like a rock once we put those in. Now, when we actually get to Fulgora orbit, we might suffer because, like, interesting. Yeah, I think everything is being used. We don't have full coverage here, though. So I'm going to... Where should I put this? Right, I need one more just to cover like this area here. Okay, now we've got full coverage. Oh, I need to set filters. That's the problem. Well, at least we have a crapload of ammo now, so we're fine. And we've got a smattering of extra equipment that we don't precisely need, but it's good to have. Just need a few more carbonic asteroid chunks to get this fully sated. But yeah, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Extra foundries, extra accumulator, chemical plants, combinator pipe. Yeah, let's just reduce. And now we're going to request the Fulgora stuff. Yeah, give me all those carbonic chunks. Good. All right, now we're full. Okay, so now this will gradually fill up with Fulgora building materials. Of which there's going to be a lot. Let's make a buffer chest. Why do I still not have substations? Am I just not requesting slot 4? Oh, here it is. Not bad. Okay, but that is going to take forever and a day. Um, so let's see, how can we improve this? Rocket capacity 5. Rocket capacity 20. Let's just make this 10. Let's just reduce this to the minimum that I think we'll need to get started on Fulgora. So we'll just reduce this to like 100. 50 is fine. 10, 5. And the rest we'll just make on site. How about that? Yeah, 20 of those, 20 of these, 50 of these, yeah. And 200 construction bots, and I can't forget the logistic bots either. Not gonna need too many roboports, just 10 will do. And this we can get rid of. How's this guy doing? We got some gaps in the ammo belts, that's good. Still making plenty of science. These are going quite well. Now that we've buffed up green ship production, we're doing pretty well on these, I think. Yeah, this is keeping pace. Oh. This was assemblers. That's a bit annoying that it has to We have to set the filter for each one. Hey, good. Almost done. Okay. So that probably is not going to fill up the ship. But we're sending stuff up at the maximum rate that you can with one. We're running low on petroleum as usual. Oh, goodness gracious. And once again, we're sucking the petroleum dry. We're sucking coal dry. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, we can double this. Right. We've buffed all of this. We've got we're just consuming so much coal now. Everything is being consumed. All right. So we didn't quite get off planet, um, but the platform is basically done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn science off, so that this can focus a little bit more. Right, like what are we low on here? Metallurgic science? Huh? Why is that? Are we not making... Oh, we're not making iron. Oh, that's a quick win. So maybe we'll turn science back on. 5,000. There we go. But yeah, we are once again low on blue chips. And this time it's because we're low on sulfuric acid? Huh? Did I interrupt sulfuric acid while I was at it? Surely not. Oh my lord, we are out of power. Well, that's a real problem, actually. Right, those absolutely need to be on. And then those. We can interrupt that. Alright, let's make this an isolated system for now. It just needs a little bit more acid. Alright, let's get these back up. Power switch. And an accumulator. Right. This will output A, and there's a good way to do this, which requires a decider combinator. This will read A is less than 20, then output A1, and then output green. No, that's not it. How do we do an SR latch? Input count. And then link the green ones together. Right, this is currently reading A. If this is greater than 20, it's going to output... I can't remember. I'll figure this out later. Anyways, if this is... Yeah, no, I can't remember it. If it comes to me, then it'll come to me. If this is greater than 50, then we'll connect the networks. Basically, I want a decider combinator here to have it bounce between two different values instead of like instead of constantly toggling over around the 50. But we're back online. That was a bit scary. Alright, so this still has a pile of stuff to request. So I think this is a good place to quit. Platform is built. Platform is it's self-sustaining. It's requesting stuff, and the factory is once again in a higher production mode. So we will be good to blast off to Fulgora next session. Right. So, I will be back online tomorrow to play the second part of Sonic Generations. The week after that, we'll be doing Shadow Generations finally. And hopefully by then, well, I probably won't have everything in the setup done, but we'll see about that. Thursday, I'll be playing some more Echo Defender of the Future, probably going to dedicate the whole block to that. And maybe a Sudoku to start with. Um, but I'm going on a road trip to Wales this weekend, and I don't know exactly what time I'll come back, so I might miss the Monday stream. Um, but hopefully I'll be back home in time for streaming Factorio again, because I would really like to get to Fulgora at some point. Anyway, let's see who we have to raid out to. Oh my god, I just realized that I didn't have Mix It Up. Didn't have my channel points online at all. So let's see who we've got here. Sure, I'll kick you over to QTL7. As always, thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.